the next stage, which is what, which is IP reverse lookup. This is another tool that an hacker actually use to actually spool to know the DNS of a word, of a particular word, of their target, their domain name, word services. You can also use this to actually what, get information about an hacker that actually hack you and steal your information. So you can actually use their IP address. Once you check the event log, you're able to generate the information by using the POSI server, and you're able to communicate with the POSI server to actually get to the information of that person that actually will hack into your system. Once you're able to actually generate it, then you'll be able to actually get the IP address of that particular or that particular device that actually hacks you, then get the information using the reverse lookup. Now another way an hacker actually also, you get your information in order to also hack you. Now let me show you how this is actually done. I have a Shodan here. It's a search engine worldwide. This actually what shows you the over the worldwide vulnerability system, the search engine for the world, for internet of everything. So that is the world first search engine for internet connected devices. It's how internet intelligence can help you better decision with a better decision. Now what I'm trying to say in essence here is that this Shodan actually have a way of what, of showing you what port is actually open in a word to in a system for you to actually what, penetrate. Or this site, don't get me wrong, this site is not made to actually what, show you out or sell you out, but to actually what, make you aware of a system that's actually vulnerable, and how you can actually what, how you can actually control the risk and what, mitigate a what, a security measure to actually counter that what, that port or that vulnerability space. Now mind you, this thing I'm about to show you is for training purposes. When I reach my limit, I will stop. I will not what, I will not go beyond, so that I will not violate what, the rules of legal hacking. Now this one I'm doing right now is just to show you how you can actually use reverse lookup to actually generate what, to actually generate an information of a word, of a vulnerability system. Now when I check the IP address of this one, of this system, show you the IP address of almost all the whole wide world what system that is inside the world, that is inside internet. Will show you what, at that particular point in time, will show you the what, their vulnerabilities. All you just need to do is click one of those what, of those systems, and what, I'm going to use that their IP address to check, to what, to display reverse lookup, how an hacker actually will check your information. Now if you could see, there's a lot of systems here. Can you see? You can see in China there's 71,000 plus system, in Netherlands 907 that is actually presently online and is actually vulnerable to what, attack. There's what, there's there's 825 systems presently online that's actually vulnerable to attack, and Germany there's what, there's 404, and what, the top ports that actually what, that actually is what, is this and this. Now look at this. Now when I actually click this can actually what, unauthorized IP address, either disable the IP whitelist or add your address to it. If you are editing certain JSON, see the RPC whitelist. If you are still using ACL, now this is actually forbidden. Now let me show you more of this. Now I'm going to click on the IP address to show you the port that actually open in the system. Now can you see the word, the port 21 is open, port 22 to what, to 9091 is actually open. Can you see? It's actually vulnerable to what, to SSL transport SCV. Can you see? The attack is actually open to. Can you see the information of that system? So this way you can, an hacker actually can use this information to actually penetrate into a word, into a system. Can you see the SQL of that word, Now I want to actually show you how you can actually use this IP address to get a Shodan, to get a word, the information about this IP address, and that will be all for this course. Mind you, disclaimer, this thing I'm about to show you is not a word, is not a bad intent, it's not with a bad intent, but a good intent to actually what, train you guys for what, educational purpose. Whatever you actually use this information is actually your responsibility, and you should actually be held for it. In any cases, does AI4Tech actually will support any illicit use of this information? Thank you. And as I continue, I'll Ctrl V on this, then I'll click on reverse lookup. Now reverse lookup helps you to actually what, denote a record of that DNS. Now can you see the information that we're actually getting on this IP address? Now free MS Tools account, get one free monitor. Now this is what, just an ads. Can you see what information is actually bring up for you? Find problems. Can you see BTR unknown? blackhole.sk. That's the domain name of that person that actually owns that system. Then what the TTL is what in 10 minutes result DNS record found. Now this is DNS record report by MS web support.sk sorry, and a lot of these were backlists, check IP or host for reputation, the SMTP test mail server, can you see DNS MS for domain, can you see all the information that is actually what verify an IP address to allow it. Now check your DNS server for possible problems. Can you see it's actually telling you what is actually happening. Now your DNS, now check your DNS server for possible problems. Now check for what, check IP or host for reputation, test me server for port 25. Can you see it's actually showing you what the information about the IP address, if it is actually what vulnerable. Now this is the area where the hacker will know if it's actually what exploitable. Can you see it says check IP address for host reputation, test me server, which means the port might actually be what open. And if you actually check the word, check it here, you see that port 25 is actually open, which means the NS IP reverse record is actually right, which means the 25 can actually be used to actually penetrate that IP address. Now he also said is you want that DNS MS record for domain, DNS A record IP address for the host, check SPF record on the domain, check test record on the domain, check who is, and all those things. So to actually verify more, let's click on this word on this file here. Can you see the domain name is actually bringing out the domain name real life? Can you see? So if I actually want to further this acts, I will actually open Metasploit, or in fact most part I'm going to use is Metaplus. I will post the IP address on Metasploit and I actually send a payload to that IP address and actually attack. But I'm not interested in that because this is someone's IP address and I cannot use that to actually because I'm not a bad hack but a white hack. Now thank you for taking your time to stay to this moment. I really appreciate you, and in most way I've already know the way I will actually get into the system by using the port 25 to actually penetrate and get the file on that from that end. I really appreciate your time and thank you so much. God bless, stay blessed. On to the next.